Bank. I said that I'm the bank. Yep, I'm the bank, baby. Welcome back to Investor Gossip. My name is Anissa, and today we're going to talk about decentralized finance. Yeah, you heard me right. You the bank. You are the bank. You hold the power. All right, guys, so we're going to talk about what decentralized finance is. All right, guys, basically, decentralized finance makes you the bank. You hold the power, baby. It's all in your hands. Let's get serious. For real, y'all. I like to joke a lot. Any investor with a digital wallet has the ability to not only loan out money, but they can also receive money in the form of a loan for their crypto assets. Let me explain. Okay. Let me break this down. Because you maybe not have heard of this. And when I heard about decentralized finance, I was like, wait, what? So you mean to tell me I don't need a bank? Okay. Basically, decentralized finance, Defi is the abbreviation for it, takes out the bank or any other intermediary. You are basically taking them completely out of the way in order to perform a transaction. You do not need them, okay? All of this moving of funds around is done through smart contracts and password encryption, okay? So if you go onto a decentralized platform, you are able to add your tokens into a pool and give loans to other participants who want a loan, or you can actually go to that same pool and ask for a loan and put your tokens in the pool. But you're not selling your tokens. When you add your tokens to the pool and you want to receive a loan, you are not liquidating, selling, whatever you want to call it. You are creating leverage. Basically, you're saying, hey, I have this amount of tokens. I'm not ready to sell it yet, but I do need the funds because maybe I want to invest in something else. Okay. Which is like, that's everything, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but that's everything. Okay. Imagine if it's kind of similar to now what they've done with this is kind of similar to like a title loan or like a pawn shop, because you have to give collateral in order to get something back, but you don't necessarily have to sell that collateral. So you can use the funds that they give you as leverage to invest in something else, which is what a lot of people do. Now, the only downside to decentralized finance, and when it comes to receiving loans and stuff like that, is that they do over collateralize the tokens, right? So, for example, if you go and put $1,000 worth of crypto into the liquidity pool and you say, hey, I would like to get a loan, they're basically going to take off about 20% of that and say, hey, we can only offer you a loan for $800, because they over collateralize, similar to what pawn shops do and title loan companies do. They over collateralize your asset. So that is the only downside that I find that I necessarily do not like. But basically, it is really amazing, especially if you want to move funds around, you want to get assets, but you don't necessarily want to sell those tokens. Now, another good thing is that when you stake your tokens onto, when you add your tokens to the liquidity pool, and we're going to talk more about that in the next video, part 3. Now, all of this is done through smart contracts and password encryption, okay? Now, when you do this, they do over collateralize your tokens, okay? So let's just say if you have $1,000, right? Your $1,000 will be used as collateral. Your $1,000 in tokens, in cryptocurrency, will be used as collateral in order for you to receive a loan. But your loan will not be for the full $1,000. It's going to be a reduced amount. A lot of times it's by 20%. So it'll only probably be about $800 loan that they'll give you. in exchange for you adding adding your tokens to the liquidity pool. And this is all done through smart contracts. So in the event that you do not pay the loan back, they do still have your crypto. Okay. Now, a lot of people do like this, but like I said, there is a downside to it. They over collateralize. So it's similar to like a not a payday loan, but like a title loan or like a pawn shop type of vibe, you know. And this can all be done in seconds, guys, because like I said, it's all done through computers and smart contracts. So this can all be done in a matter of and done. You have your funds that easy, as long as you have a wallet. Okay. People that participate in liquidity pools and on decentralized finance platforms are distributed what they call governance tokens. Okay. And these are basically, these are tokens that are distributed to participants that are already in the liquidity pool, and they will offer them a opportunity to vote on decisions that they have in the protocol. Okay. In layman's terms, prime example, if you were to go into Bank of America and they're saying, hey, starting January 1st, we're going to start charging $50 for our NSFs, insufficient funds. And you're like, okay, no, I don't want to pay $50 for insufficient fund. It was just $35, $40. Why should I have to pay $50? And they're like, well, that's what it is. If you want to continue banking with us, that's how much you're going to have to pay. With decentralized finance, they may have that same policy that they want to put in place, but you have the opportunity to say, hey, I don't want to do that. Okay. Now, when the developers start these decentralized platforms, they start everything up, but it is immediately, once it gains a little bit of momentum, it's immediately passed over to the community. The computer runs the whole protocol, but the community is basically there for implementation. If anything comes up in the future that needs to be addressed, that's what the people who are part of the community are there for. We are able to vote on protocols, processes in the protocol, okay, which gives you a lot of power versus the power that you have when you go into Bank of America. You have literally no power when you keep your money inside of the banks, because you have, they basically make up the rules as they go. Okay. DeFi is the next thing to shake up the industry, guys, but it will not completely take out the banks, because even though the process is extremely unique, it's not infallible. There are a few hiccups and glitches that they are still working out. And until those things are worked out, your bank is still going to be the leader in the financial sector. But do not be fooled, because decentralized finance is right on the heels of the bank. Okay, guys, so that's basically all that I have to say about decentralized finance. I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. We're going to talk about yield farming in part 3. So guys, please make sure you stay tuned. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you thought about this video. And again, I will see you in part 3, where we're going to be talking about yield farming. Bye, guys.